Whoa, oh, oh, la da da da, oh, 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 la da da da, oh, oh, la da da da, making our Christmas memories.
Good evening, everybody. Happy December the 1st and Vlogmas Day 1. I can't quite believe we're already at Vlogmas. I feel like I blinked and November was gone. But for our December the 1st video, I'm going to be showing you what I'm filling this box with for the children's December the 1st box. Because it's currently actually only November the 30th, but I'm filming a day in advance so that every time you see a video, it will be the previous day, but it gives me time to edit and upload. But about 5 or 6 years ago, I started a tradition in our house where I did the kids a basket full of Christmas themed crafty stuff, like goodies that they would need throughout, or not that they would need, but they would enjoy throughout the month of December. Now, when I first started this, it was, like I say, 5 or 6 years ago, and it was for everybody. Whereas now, all of the children, bar the younger two, have definitely phased out of this sort of thing. So the eldest is 19. So if you're new here, I have 6 children. I have Jamie, who is 19, Reese, who is 17, Summer, who is 16, Riley, who is 11, Felicity, who is 7, almost 8. She's actually 8, 4 days after Christmas. And Sienna, who is 6. So all of the older ones have definitely phased out of this type of thing. We also have Brooke, who is Jamie's girlfriend. She's also, well, she's 18. And Bella, who is Reese's girlfriend, who is the same age, 17. So you'll hear their names or see them quite a lot. You'll have seen them in the intro. I say that as if hoping that the intro is there. If the intro was there, you'll have seen them. But as it happens, at 2 o'clock on November the 30th, I still haven't filmed this year's intro. So you might have just seen them in the intro. You might not have. And also, if you're new here, you'll realise that I am... Also, if you're new here, you won't realise, but you will do soon, that I am a great procrastinator and a great half jobber and a great winging it. Everything in my life, I just wing it. Everything's last minute. I procrastinate over everything, and I always start things and only do half a job. That is who I am as a person. And yeah, I'd love to be different, but it's never going to happen. But anyway, let's get cracking with what's in the December the 1st box. Like I say, this is going to be just for the younger two because all the older ones are well over it. And it's going to arrive tomorrow morning along with usually the cheeky elves. There's usually an elf or two roaming around our house for the month of December. So I've got to get this done, get it all set up in this box and hidden away, ready for the morning. So most of this stuff came from Home Bargains. I went to Home Bargains yesterday, got to the till, nearly died at the price. My bill at Home Bargains was £75. And how does it become £75 when everything is 99p or £1.49? But it does. So most of this stuff is from Home Bargains, with the exception of, I think, 2 things. So firstly, I've got 2 of these super lovely, cute, fluffy Christmas blankets. I was saying in a vlog the other day that Felicity, especially Felicity, doesn't really sleep with the quilt or pyjamas, and she makes herself a nest with as many cushions and blankets and such as she can find. And I saw these and I thought, oh, another blanket for the blanket nest. So they have one of these each and they were £5.99. I'm going to try setting it up as I go into the box. So I'm going to go for the taller stuff first. I then picked them up a Painting by Numbers festive pictures. These are, I think these are £1.49, something along those lines. And I was going to pick up 2 packs and then I realised you get 2 in the pack. So I thought, well, I'll just get 1 and then they've got 1 picture each. Which you just know that means they're going to argue over which one's having which. But it seemed like a good idea at the time just to buy 1. So you have that. They also have these Christmas photo props. These are just going to be a bit of fun. Everyone can use these. they usually come out on Christmas Day, and I've got some great pictures from past Christmases where Kev is fast asleep snoring on the sofa after his roast dinner, and we put props around his face. But these were 99p. So all of this stuff won't get used all at once. It's there for the whole month. So they break up early this year. They're breaking up on the 15th of December. So I've got a whole 9 days with them before the big day. So this is all sort of stuff that, you know, when they're doing the whole, I'm bored, what are we doing? Or the weather's really bad, I can say, go and have a look in your December the 1st box and get yourself out something to occupy yourselves. So that's the idea behind the December the 1st box. And what else have I got? I've got one of these. I buy these every single year. They are brilliant. It's the tablecloth. The colouring tablecloth. The only thing I didn't get, which I also need to squeeze into today, is some new felt tip pens, because I went to pick some up in Home Bargains yesterday and they didn't have any good ones, so I need to pop to a shop and buy some felt tip pens. But these are brilliant. Lay out on the table, they'll sit for hours colouring, and everyone will come along, like it'll be on the table for probably a good few days. I'll fold it up when we're eating our dinner so it doesn't get food on it, and then it will come back out. And any visitors that come round, you know, the older kids, will all just sit there having a chat over the table while colouring in the tablecloth. It's brilliant. We always really love having one of these, and it's like 99p. So there's one of those. I'm sure I've had ones throughout the year as well. Like I'm sure I've had an Easter one before, but they are brilliant. I love those. I've got them a new colouring book, although I think if I go and look in the colouring book box, we still have last year's ones of these. But we've got a nice fresh new colouring book, as well as a nice fresh new sticker activity book, which is only 59p. And I'm going to regret it because I'm going to be finding those stickers, all 260 of them, dotted around my house. Probably this time next year I'll still be finding them. So my bedroom door is actually covered from top to bottom in Frozen stickers, and it was from when the bedroom used to be the younger girl's bedroom, and they had one of those Frozen sticker books just like this, and they stuck the stickers all over the door, and to this day it is still covered in Frozen stickers. But yeah, I'll be finding those for weeks to come, no doubt. I then picked them up a festive bunting. So this again was about 99p. Everything was super cheap, like around the 99p to £1.50 mark. And this is, yeah, I thought they can make this and they can hang it up on the side of their bunk beds, probably up the stairs. They'll find somewhere to hang it. But again, just something that I can say, if you're bored, get something out of your December 1st box and find something to do. This is all sorts of things that will just keep them occupied. What next? We've got one of these guess what games. Now, I just opened this for summer because I was intrigued what it was going to be. And it's a little bit like charades. So you get this pot and then inside lots of candy canes. And each one has either a film or a book, or one of them's world actually. Like that one's got like a picture of the globe and it says Paris. And then on the other side it's a film and it's, well, no, is it a film? No, it's a, I guess that means actor or personality, but it's basically Simon Cowell. So if you get that one, you're just going to pull your trousers up, aren't you? But the idea is, some of them are songs and you have to hum. The idea is it's basically a charades, and it's just a competition. Who can get the most of the candy canes is the winner. And I think that was about £2. It wasn't very much. I always tend to get them some form of game, new game at Christmas time. And then now we've got quite a collection. We've got like some trivia, like a tin with like trivia stuff in. We've got a would you rather, like that was Riley's favourite game for a long time. Not even using the little cards in the box. I mean, every time that you would go out for a walk or anything, Riley'd be going, would you rather fall off of the multi-storey car park into ball pit balls or into marshmallows? And it was his favourite thing all the time. He'd be like, would you rather? Would you rather? And some of the stuff he would come out with would be absolutely ridiculous. But we've got that somewhere, a would you rather Christmas edition, some trivia. We've got Christmas bingo, which they quite like. So what I might do is find some of those older games and pop those in here as well, just to refresh their memory, because like all board games and games in this house, they go to the shelf in the utility room where they stay forever until they die. And then I have a whole chorus of, I'm bored, I'm bored. I'm like, there's board games? Don't want to play a board game. But we do have lots and lots of them. So there's that one there. These I think are really, really lovely. These are paint your own Christmas ornaments. So there was 3 different ones. There was a Father Christmas on his sleigh, and then there was these 2. I kind of wish I bought this for myself. I think that looks like a lovely little little activity to do, painting that beautiful gingerbread house. So these were the most expensive thing, apart from the blankets. These were £2.50, £2.49, and this one is an elf and a penguin. So those are quite cute, aren't they? And then on the back it shows what they could look like in comparison to what they will look like, which is they'll probably look a lot brown and black where they mix all the colours together. But this is what they could look like if you really took your time. But I think the gingerbread house one is super lovely. Kind of wish they were money boxes, because I feel like they're missing a trick by not making them money boxes. They're quite like the ones from Hobbycraft. When they're on offer, you can pick them up for like £2.50 to £4, and they're actually money boxes. But it's just something, you know, when it's only a few quid, it's a few quid for an hour's peace and quiet. It's a few quid for an hour of no bickering, an hour of doing something. So this box is basically all about saving my sanity on the run up to Christmas. So if anyone hasn't done one of these yet, and you have lots of little children, do one. Go out and spend 30 quid, although my bill was much higher than that. I did have some Christmas presents in with it. Go out and spend 30 quid on stuff like this from Home Bargains and have your sanity restored on the right lead up to Christmas. So I can set the girls up downstairs doing something like this, and I can go off and do any of the jobs that I need to do around the house. I still haven't finished my Christmas shopping, or I haven't wrapped a single thing. From the stuff that I have bought, nothing is yet wrapped. So I've got a lot to get done in the next 15 days before they break up from school. I usually, in past years, I've bought like edible things. I've bought like tubs of hot chocolate mix. I've bought like plastic plates, new Christmas mugs, all of that sort of stuff. I have gone really to town in previous years, but all of that stuff stays, you know, or, you know, there's still Christmas mugs in the cupboard that are there all year round and have been since they got them in their December the 1st box about 4 years ago. And we haven't got a great deal of storage in our house. So I was like, I don't really need to be filling my house with any more mugs. If I've done a bedroom clear up and cleared all of the mugs and glasses out of the teenagers' rooms, I then can't actually fit them all in the cupboard. So sometimes I need some to be upstairs just so the cupboard door's shut. So I didn't want to add extra mugs and plastic cups and plates and bowls and all of that stuff to the already filled cupboards. But I have done in past years, and in past years I've done like edible things like Christmas biscuits and Christmas chocolates and hot chocolate powder and such and such. I haven't done that this year. All I have done is some Christmas marshmallows. So I've got some snowman marshmallows and some snowman marshmallow toppers which go on the top of your hot drink. And that's all that I've got. So if they're having hot chocolate, there will be these that they can add to it. And then I've just got them a few bits for their hair. So I've got a scrunchie, a Rudolph scrunchie. These are 79p, like actual bargain. 79p for a Christmas scrunchie. So I can put that on the top of, like, you know, do their hair in a little bun and put that on. One year I went to the shop One Below. Our nearest one is in Bristol, and when I went we didn't yet have the ULEZ charge where you get charged for having a diesel car. Now you do. So I've not gone to that One Below, because if I go to Bristol City now I'll go on a train, because it costs me £9 just to drive my car in, and then about the same again to park the car. But when I went to One Below, I got them this really cool thing where you make the bun in their hair, and then it had all of the, like, the antlers and the nose and the eyes all on grips, and then you put it in and make. It was so cute. It was so cute. I wish I still had it. But these are the next best thing. So I can put the hair in a bun, chuck that on the top. And for 79p, happy days. Doesn't even matter if it gets lost at school, which is often the case. And then these are the only thing that I didn't get from Home Bargains, which I got from Claire's Accessories, and it's these little jingly reindeer antlers. So those were, the only reason I got them from Claire's Accessories is because I was doing the buy 3 things, get 3 things free, that deal. And I was trying to make the deal work the best I could for me. And these just ended up being one of the things I picked up, because actually I struggled because Claire's Accessories is so expensive, and I was trying to find things for £8, so that all 6 things I wanted to be around the same price, so that it was the best way to make it a deal. So everything else, and trying to find something in Claire's Accessories for £8, impossible. So I ended up with these, which then I got to the till, they weren't even £8. They had 30% off. So, I really messed up that day. I did not get the best of that deal. But the girls will love these nonetheless. I've also got them, Felicity, a pair of Rudolph earrings. I'm not going to put them in this box, because if I do, it's going to create World War III, because only Felicity has them. Because Sienna doesn't have her ears pierced anymore, because when she was a little bit younger, the butterfly from her earring went inside her earlobe, and we ended up in casualty, having it removed. So she doesn't have earrings, but Felicity does still have the holes, and she still can put earrings in. So I'm just going to slyly give those to Felicity one day, you know, on the down low, so that Sienna doesn't see. I've then got advent calendars. Now, I will probably buy my children advent calendars even when they're in their 30s. However, I didn't have to buy Jamie one, because Brooke had already bought both of those, one each. So I needed to buy for the other 5, and I've also bought one for Bella, because Bella sometimes stops over. She probably stops over at our house once, maybe twice a week. So I thought when she's here, she can have advent calendar chocolate, and she can just eat all of the days up until the day that she stays. So the older ones have just got dairy milk, because in past years, they've eaten them in a day. And back when they were little, they used to cause me such a headache, because does anyone remember when they didn't have the foil coating on the top? So underneath each door, there's like foil. You have to pierce the foil. Years ago, they didn't do that. I don't know if they don't do it on the 99p, is it Kinnerton? But I used to buy those, like the character ones, like a Barbie one or Peppa Pig one, all those sorts of things. They didn't have the foil backing, and the little buggers would go and open like a day into the future, eat the chocolate, and then close the door. And then when the poor unsuspecting child opens the door on that day, we have tears because their chocolate's not there. And there'd be me or Kev trying to feel along the bottom of the advent calendar to see if it had fallen to the bottom, but it wasn't. It was because one of the horrors had eaten it. So they haven't got a good track record for advent calendars. Since when they were little, they were always a complete headache for me. So they've got dairy milk. So that's Reese, Summer, and Bella. Now this one is supposed to be mine. However, I meant to pick Riley up a Reese's Pieces one, and I haven't done so yet. And now it's the 30th of November, so I might not be able to find one. I have texted Reese, who's in work at Sainsbury's, and said, is there any Reese's Pieces ones left? Because if there is, I need you to pick me one up. But if he doesn't manage to pick one up today, then Riley's going to have a dairy milk one as well. But the girls have got a Maltesers, because Felicity's favourite chocolate is Maltesers, and Kinder, because Sienna loves Kinder. So the younger ones have got something different, not because like I'm spoiling them and they get better than the older ones, but because the older ones will take theirs to their bedrooms and probably eat them in a day, whereas the younger ones will stay downstairs, and it just causes arguments. That's my one. No, that was my one. You've got mine. I don't know how they can tell them apart when they're all the same, but you can guarantee they will. So this year I thought I'm buying them all something different, so that there's no arguments. They know whose is whose. So I do need to try and pick up a Reese's Pieces one for Riley. If not, he can have a dairy milk one. But either way, the younger threes, which will be staying downstairs, will all be different. But that is it. That is everything, I think. I might have bought stuff in previous weeks I've forgotten about. I might find later on. If I find it, I'll add it. I'm pretty certain I bought them a new Christmas book. I also, at the end of Christmas, always pack up all of the Christmas books and put them away with the Christmas decorations. So I'm going to go through the books, add in some new Christmas stories as well. But this is it. This is, I will tidy it up and make it look a bit prettier. But this is their Christmas. No, I was about to say Christmas Eve. No, I don't do Christmas Eve. I do December the 1st. This is their December the 1st box. It's going to be waiting for them in the morning when they get up. And we will only have to wait and see if we get any cheeky elves that come along with it. But there we go. That is it. Thank you for watching Vlogmas Day 1. Please do subscribe if you haven't done already. And if you hit that bell icon, you'll get a notification of when I upload, which will be every day through December up until New Year's Eve. So make sure you're here for it. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all very soon. In fact, I always say I'll see you all very soon. I'll see you all tomorrow.